sure is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Stark.
Mr. Stark, we're on in 20 seconds.
Right. Okay, then.
Welcome to the CyniCyst. As your host, my name is C.C. Stark. Stark as in truth. With me is six-time Texas Hold'em champion, Chris Rupp. Mr. Rupp.
Hi to C.C. That's Christopher to you. And that's 9-time Texas Hold'em champion. Glad to be here anyways.
Are you truly glad, Chris?
Say what?
Glad is, say, expressed by the famous song by Cream. I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. At your very core. Can you feel this?
Why, I see. I reckon it's just a figure of speech, as they say.
They? They? Who's they? They're you. Oh, enough of this shallow repartee. Agree?
Agreed.
Speaking of greed, what brought you to this house of cards?
I'm glad you asked that question. Since I was a kid, folks have often commented how they said that I possessed a bona fide poker face. This is explained in detail in my new book, Master of the...
Easy, partner. As is this show's format, we'll get to such shameless plugging contingent upon a fully qualified interview first passing muster with the CyniCyst.
Oh, all right, it's your show.
You mentioned poker face. I have it defined as a poker player's need to conceal emotions over the course of play, as an inscrutable veneer manifesting not a hint of one's thoughts, feelings, or motives, correct?
Sounds about right, sure.
Then how do you explain all of this?
Pardon me, I don't know what you...
Well, the obvious camouflage, the brimmed cap, sunglasses, the beard, for heaven's sakes.
Beard? I like my beard.
As I do, it's a dandy. I'm George Michaelesque even. Not like we see all too often of these mindless suburbanites stumbling around in a futile attempt to resemble some grimy character in an Ethan Hawke film. Oh, but we could do a whole topic on that show alone. I digress. Philip, take a note of that, would you?
I don't understand. What is your point?
The point is that I don't understand. You should know that the intent of this form is to recognize the truth, or as your kin would say, nitty-gritty. See, a true poker face is void of such cover. We might as well have players bellied up to the gaming table, sporting paper bags over their heads.
Hold up, Mr. Stark. I didn't expect this to escalate to such a confrontation. Now let me say that you're pretty good at what you do. But I'm very good at what I do. So why don't you stick to what you know and leave my craft to me?
All right. Very well. We'll stick to what I know as we have all along. Now, back to the Viking look. Not to mention the eyes covered so well by those passé shades. Top Gun, was it?
Risky business, jackass.
Do you realize, Chris, that the face contains the most muscles? 43.
Say what?
You heard me. Now, universal emotions, including fear, anger, disgust, glee, are all potential tells that a true master of your so-called craft would readily sense. Now, these are universal emotions, transparent to that end. Do you realize, Chris, that it takes but 5 of the 43, 5, to recognize any one of them?
I bet I need but one muscle to bust you up.
So, I hereby challenge you upon your next trip to the casino and dressed in the Nevada desert, free of this cloak of indifference, returning as the original you as described, ready for a real face-off, if you will.
All due respect, C-Man, that's not the way I roll.
Roll? I had you as a poker man, not a dice man, or are you just full of craps?
As my record clearly reflects, it is poker. And I am the best on-gone player this side of the Mississippi. And I didn't come down here to have my whole system turned upside down for the likes of you.
I'd say you're bluffing. Oh, but how could anyone know this of a man hiding in the shadows? As the good book says, there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, or hidden that will not be known.
Are you implying that I'm a cheat?
That's one way of looking at it. A spade is a spade.
Well, now that you brought deep Baptist roots into this, I could see that you have a point. Well played. So, I tell you what I'm fixing to do. As it happens, to be held next week is the top tournament in Vegas. And I hereby declare to you, Mr. C, and to all your viewers out here, that I will rise from the darkness without all this. I can do within while without, and I will win to prove you wrong.
Oh, prove me right. Oh, what an enlightening conclusion to the end of this show. A man is lost, now he is found. My name is C.C. Stark, and thank you for watching. The CyniCyst.